You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. And of course, we are pleased that you are here. We are pleased that you have heard the clarion call. All of you got a call to come here. It speaks to you through your heart and your mind that says, that's the retreat for me. It does not matter if you have been to one before. It does not matter if you have never been to one. The clarion call went out to each one of you for this retreat. You are all here on purpose. You are all here because it is time for you to have an immersion experience in the energies of these channelings. When we are working on all of you, which we will be doing over the next few days, we are working on you now as we move our hand around. We are energizing you. We are lifting you up. We are reading you, so to speak, like a book. We feel excitement. We feel a little trepidation. We feel, there's some fear in some beings. Some beings have expanded themselves out of their normal routine to such a degree that they are wondering what in heaven's name they have done. All is well. You are all ready for what is going to come to you today. So we would like all of you to close your eyes. We would like all of you to get in a comfortable sitting or laying position, it matters not. We would like you to get your bodies a little comfortable, feet on the floor if you can. You can put your hands on the floor too if you like, or your hands on your knees. And we would like you to close your eyes for a moment here. We would like you to take a deep, deep breath right from the bottom of your body. Expand your lungs to their capacity. As deep as you can. Hold it for a second or two and then relax. Again, deeply breathe as deeply as you can, expanding those lungs to capacity until it's a little uncomfortable. Hold it for a second and let that air out. You are expanding your consciousness. That is what you just did. You expanded your consciousness because you do not normally breathe that deeply. Okay, now we keep your eyes closed. We now want you to imagine the heart center. We're going to imagine a green light pulsing at the front of your chest. It's in a heart shape. The point of the heart is pointing in towards you. And the heart shape comes out in front of you. This is your center of power. The heart is where everything expands from. The reason you are taught to think is to keep you away from your heart center. So envision this great green tunnel opening up in the center of your chest. And within that green tunnel, you will see a landscape. We would like you now in your imagination to move in front of your body with your mind. And we would like you to take a dive through that green tunnel into the heart center. Pretend you're swimming through water, swimming through this tunnel. Now you are going to come out on the other side into a most beautiful landscape. Each one of you will see something different. We would like you to stand there for a moment and look from your left, slowly looking at the landscape all the way around to your right. This landscape has appeared to you for a reason. It holds for you a message. If it's a mountainous landscape, and keep your landscape vision alive while I am speaking to you. If it is a mountainous landscape, you have an assignment of ascent coming to you this retreat. That means you are going to be asked to climb up through some difficulty. But once you have climbed up through that difficulty, you will see that it was an illusory fear, that it was not meant to keep you small, it was not meant to keep you afraid. If that landscape is a beach or an ocean or a lake, your message is feeling. What you need to work on in this retreat is your emotional intelligence. Opening up more to feeling, opening up more to love, opening up more to allowing yourself to be yourself. If that landscape is a garden, new ideas are going to be planted in your mind in this retreat. Baby seeds that are going to grow. The magic of a seed. You plant a tiny little thing in the soil, and in the right conditions it blooms into a most magnificent being. That is what's going to happen to you today if you saw a garden. If you saw ice, cold landscape, you have come here for the heat. You have come here to raise the temperature of your body literally and figuratively. Vital life force creates heat. Some of you need healing in that way. Some of you need to be in the warmth. So if you feel that that is you, we ask you with wisdom, of course, to be in the sun. Be in the sun for 15 or 20 minutes at a time, then find some shade. An hour later, go into the sun again for 15 or 20 minutes. Your body will tell you when you've had enough. You do not need to worry about it. But many of you are lacking sunlight because of the fear-mongering about the sun that has been perpetuated in your society. Now each of you, we want you to hold the image of your landscape in front of you. And we would like you to begin to walk into that landscape. We would like you to engage with that landscape. If it is a forest, begin to walk between the trees. If it is a lake or a river, begin to put your feet in the water. If it is a mountain, begin to feel the incline of the slope beneath your feet. Whatever your landscape is, begin to engage with it. Begin to feel the quality of the air. Begin to feel and listen to the sounds of the animals or the birds or the water running or the wind in the trees, the insects. We would like you to really begin to feel the environment of that landscape that has presented itself to you. What does it smell like? What does the surface of the ground feel like beneath your feet? What feeling is arising in you? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling appreciation? Are you feeling a little nervous? Allow that feeling to come clearly to you and ask yourself, what message is this feeling giving me? Is it telling me that I'm too constrained normally and that I need to do this kind of thing more often? Is it telling me that the environment's dangerous or trepidatious? Keep walking through that environment, touching what's there, appreciating the beauty of it, feeling the quality of the land beneath your feet or the water against your skin or the wind blowing your hair. Now, if you are in water, we would like you to envision a little island. You're going to swim to that island. If you are on land, we are going to get you to envision a little outcropping of rock. And we would like you to walk over to that place, and we'd like you to sit down on that outcropping or on that little island whatever suits your landscape, find a place and sit there. Now we would like you to envision energy coming up through the earth and penetrating your body in this landscape, in this vision. Not this body in this place, but the body in the vision, in the landscape. Envision energy coming up from the center of the earth. You can see it going up through the base of the spine, activating all of the chakras, coming up through the top of the head. Now there is light coming down from the universe, down through the top of your head, again activating all the chakras, the crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, the belly chakra, the root chakra. Now that energy is going down into the earth. And we would like you to see that energy coming up from the earth again, up through all of the chakras, the root chakra, the lower belly chakra, solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, the crown. And each time the energy flows up and down, the chakras burst like little flowers, like little fireworks, enlivening themselves from this energy. You are being woken up. You are being enlivened. You are healing yourself. Let this energy float up and back down again, float up and back down again. And those chakras have now been enlivened. We would like you now to stand up in this vision, and we would like you to begin to walk back home to the green tunnel that leads you back into this place. You are going to dive into that green tunnel, swimming. You will envision yourself coming out of the front of your chest and looking at this most beautiful being that you are. This most beautiful being. Envision yourself standing in front of yourself, and we would like you to imagine giving yourself a great big hug and saying to yourself in your mind, I love you so much, and I apologize to you for any harm that I have ever done to you. I apologize for any abuses I have heaped upon you. From this day forward, I will stop abusing you. I will stop saying unkind things to you and about you, and I will accept you unconditionally. You are a divine being, and I will no longer treat you otherwise. And now we get you to turn around so your back is facing to yourself, and you will envision yourself backing into your body, reintegrating your mind, body, and spirit once again. You have literally just gone through an experience that will change your energy system. There are many beings here working with you today. We have done this meditation with you today so that when you have your recording, you may do this as a daily practice. This is something for all of you here, all of you that have come to this retreat. This meditation is specifically for each of you. Each one of you need this meditation as a facilitator for enlivening your energy systems. This is one of the reasons that you've come here. Each one of you have come here because it is time to activate your energy systems. And what we want you to understand is that some of you at this retreat are going to feel energies that you are not used to feeling. You are going to see movements in your bodies that you are not used to getting. You are going to have activities arise. It may be a mudra such as this. spontaneously moving through your body. It may be that you are sitting listening to these channeling sessions and you will feel that your head wants to move one side or the other. We would ask you to allow your bodies to do that. We are working with your energy systems at this retreat to reconnect and to activate. When we are reconnecting and activating, you are going to feel it in your body as energy, as a desire for movement, as a desire for change. You may want to lay down, you may want to do various things. One of the great limiting beliefs in your society is this idea that nobody should look strange, nobody should do anything different than anybody else, nobody should allow energy to move through their bodies, nobody should be anything but rigid. And so we would like you to let that go over these next 2 or 3 days. If you feel as if you want to move in a strange way, take one of these yoga mats behind the view of other beings, lay down and let your body do its thing. If it's too much for you, you may say, please do this later. Please do this later when I am in my bed by myself, and I give you permission to do that. And if you feel that that's what's happening to you, we would like you, when you go to your room, when you go to bed, to give us specific permission to work on your energy system. That is what we need to be able to do our job. And that is what you all are here for. You are all here for activations. You are all here for vital life force expansion. What an exciting time for all of you. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and many of you see this being doing her daily recordings, and yes, there is a trick she has. She pre-records when she has to do an event like this. But what has happened to this being, and it is what has happened to a lot of you, is that those daily lessons have become your friend. Those daily lessons have become something, we would say, like a security blanket. When you get to the end of this year, that security blanket is going to go because the daily lessons are going to be done. And for those of you that are following along on those daily lessons, we would like you to be very, very courageous, and we would like you to, instead of going back to the beginning and doing them again so that you have another year with your security blanket, we would like you to practice those lessons. We would like you to employ those lessons. We would like you to experience those lessons in your real life every single day. We do not want you to become dependent on these teachings. We want these teachings to free you. We want these teachings to expand you. We want these teachings to make you courageous. And most of you, when you go home from these days, these days of the retreat, you will have had an upgrade that is significant enough for you to change something at home. Whether it be employment, whether it be bad eating habits, whether it be lack of exercise, whether it be unhappy relationships, the intense forgiveness practice that you have been avoiding, you will all be well equipped to bring your work up to another level. And that means you're going to go up an escarpment of challenge to another level of consciousness where your life will be different. Do not be afraid of the escarpments of challenge. They come when you are ready. And as we said, each one of you has heard the call, and each one of you is ready for the expansion that you are going to experience this week. So tonight when you go to bed, we want you to say a prayer, if you feel comfortable doing it. Those of you that have come to other retreats will know what we are going to say. We want you to give us permission, not now, but when you get into your bed and you have had some quiet time leading up, perhaps you've had a shower, you've had a nice dinner, you've had some good conversation. When you're laying still in your bed, We would like you to give us full permission to work on your energy systems, reintegrating that which has been disintegrated, reconnecting that which has been disconnected, and amplifying that which has been shut down. We must have specific, calm, clear, 100% authorization to do this. Why? Because you have free will. We have free will. We can assist you, but we can only assist you if every cell in your body says, please, I give you permission. And so that is your homework this evening. Try something different. Expand your minds, expand your behavior. Let go of the worries of your workaday world. Do not think about your rent. Do not think about your weight. Do not think about your job. Do not think about your partners. Do not think about your dogs. This being thinks about her dog. She loves her dog. This dog has brought great joy to this being. But because of her training, she knows the dog is fine. Everyone who's not here with you is fine. Do not miss them. Do not think about them necessarily. You can think of them with love, but do not think, oh, I shouldn't have done this. I'm away too long. You are free for a few days. Take advantage of it and allow your imagination, your creativity, and your happiness and joy to surface. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will see you in the nighttime and speak to you in the morning.